What's up, y'all? So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a response video to the YouTuber Blaire White. Now, if you don't know who Blaire White is, I'm going to insert a picture. She's basically a trans YouTuber who's also a conservative and has very strong opinions about everything. She covers topics from the trans community to real life problems, etc., etc. She is funny. She's serious at the same time. She's engaged. Shout out to her and her husband Joey. I hope they have a bomb-ass wedding. And she is an awesome YouTuber slash conservative, and I love watching her content. So, in this particular video, I'm going to be doing a response video to the videos that she had made about the quote-unquote, I want to say, trans person, Jessica Yaniv, or Yaniv, however you say her name. Now, with Jessica Yaniv, if you don't know who that is, I'm going to insert a picture. She's basically, I want to say, a controversial topic, basically. Like, I'm just going to let Blaire explain it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play the video, and I'm also gonna just pause it in between, to give my opinions. And also, she happened to do a debate with Jessica Yaniv, which was streamed 4 days ago, I believe. And I'm not gonna play the whole debate for time purposes because I got a life and other things to do. But I'm just basically gonna talk about it and just touch on some key points that I found interesting.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a bit disturbing. We're dealing with some dark subject matter, but I do urge you to watch to the end of the video because I do feel as though this is an important thing to talk about. So you may have seen this face all over Twitter and social media in the past week. This is trans activist Jessica Yaniv. Now this person is the walking, talking, living and breathing embodiment of what people fear when it comes to trans people. And I put trans in quotes, and you'll see why if you watch the video. Now, this person is one of the most twisted, abhorrent, dangerous individuals. Is such a bad look for the trans community and transgender people in general. And it's not lost on me that there are no prominent public trans figures condemning this person or speaking out that I have personally seen. Maybe I'm wrong. Now, this person is very Sue happy. So, I want to preface this video protecting myself by saying everything is alleged. Allegedly. Now, Jessica Yaniv is currently under fire for a lot of things. I'm going to list them here. Going into women's public restrooms, presenting entirely as male, photographing underage girls, sending predatory, disgusting, entirely inappropriate messages to tweens and teenagers. And I'm going to get to those messages, and you're just wait. And this is what most people are talking about with this person. Also getting a women's spa completely shut down after causing such a stink over a female waxer not wanting to wax their male privates. And apparently this person has filed over a dozen complaints to different spas. Yaniv is also apparently...
Okay, I just want to pause it right there to say this. So, I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video, for what she had just said, she basically explained who Jessica Yaniv was. She's basically kind of like a quote-unquote trans person who basically is very controversial and stuff like that. And she basically, she's under fire for, going into women's restroom dressed entirely as a man, taking photographs of underage girls, and getting a spa shut down because they had refused to wax her man parts, basically. And speaking of the spa, I just want to touch on this. It doesn't matter. Take it from a person who was a former licensed CNA, certified nursing assistant. It doesn't matter what corporation you have, whether it's a nursing home, retirement home, spa, etc. If they do not feel comfortable performing the task or performing services on you, they have the right to refuse. And quite honestly, I really don't blame them. Like, if you're trans and you're watching this, I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just giving my honest opinion. And if you don't like it, you just don't like it. Just click off this video. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter what corporation you run or what kind of corporation you're a part of. If they do not feel comfortable performing a service on you, they have the right to refuse. And honestly, I don't blame them because for what I'm about to say, I'm not transphobic or anything like that. But I just want to say, honestly, if it were me, I probably would have refused too, because you basically come in dressed as a woman claiming to be trans, allegedly, and you want me to wax your dick and balls? Like, no. Like, no, 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 no. No, I would never do that. Like, no. Like, so I can kind of understand why they didn't do that. And basically, she had got it shut down because of that. And also, going into a women's restroom dressed entirely as a man, going into a women's restroom dressed entirely as a man, taking pictures with underage girls, that reads pedophile 100%. Like, bruh, women go in the women's restroom, men go in the men's restroom. Like, come on now, like, it's not rocket science. And there are some other things I gotta say, but I'm gonna let Blaire talk first, and I'm just gonna give my honest opinions.
Trying to host topless swimming parties with kids. Specifically stating topless. Now, it's really difficult to know where exactly to start with this, so let's start with probably the least.
Okay. What she had just said, wanting to host, not Blaire, but Jessica Yaniv wanting to host topless kids swimming parties. No, 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 no. I mean, like little boys being topless at a swimming party, like it's normal because boys only wear swim trunks and whatever. But little girls, no. Like, you a grown, like this. Like, I'm not trying to be offensive or anything like that, but you claim to be trans and whatnot, and you want to see topless little girls or basically topless kids at a freaking swimming party? Like, that reads pedophile 100%. Like, they need to lock this fool up and just throw away the key. Like, seriously.
It's harmful, even though it's all incredibly messed up. The bathroom pictures. Now, this is every, like, meme about people just identifying as a woman and being able to enter women's bathrooms and taking pictures of young girls. Like, it's incredibly creepy, and even I, as a trans woman, if I saw this person in the women's bathroom, I would question it, and I would be a little bit weirded out. And maybe I'm not an expert, but I do consider myself a bit in the know about what a transition looks like, and this person has clearly not transitioned at all, medically. And if you're getting ready to say, Blaire, it's just a picture, no one was hurt, no one was touched, okay, then just wait. Yaniv allegedly consistently messages young girls, underage girls, on Facebook and on social media, asking them incredibly inappropriate, invasive questions. I'm going to read some of the messages that have been sent from Yaniv to these girls. So, at the gym, do girls bear all? Do you see tits and pussy ever? Have you ever seen a tampon string hanging out of another girl's thing? I was really expecting to walk in and see girls with their boobs out. Went really well. I expected more though. I only saw one girl in her panties. If there's like 30 girls in the change room, how many of them would you say are out there changing freely with their vaginas and tits out? If she wants a tampon though, should I give her one and instruct her on how to use it? Like, would I go into the stall with her and help her? That sounds so weird. Is it weird to ask a 10 to 12-year-old girl for a pad or a tampon? That's the other thing about this. For some reason, Yaniv is either completely delusional or is knowingly put.
Okay. So, this is all 100% alleged. Like, I don't know if none of this is true or false or whatever, but I just want to say this. If in fact this is true about, getting the spa shut down, hosting the topless kids swimming party, and now these disgusting text messages that you just heard her read, like, okay, before I get into that, I just want to say this. Again, what I'm about to say, I don't want to offend anybody, and if you're trans and you're watching this, I'm not trying to offend anybody by any means necessary. I'm just giving my opinion. Some people that claim to be trans, like Jessica Yaniv, in my opinion, I feel like they're not really trans, they just do it for attention. Like, they do it for attention, just to get a rise out of people, basically. Or basically just to, okay, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, like this is all alleged, but some I feel just do it for attention, and some I feel they do it just to get close to underage girls and harm them. Like, that's just my opinion. Because if you were really trans, like if you really were trans and stuff like that, you could have, started early on in your early stage, like Blaire White as a young kid. You could have started early at a young age and transition and stuff like that and become a bombshell instead of, deciding later on in your life that you want to be trans. Like, WTF. Like, that's just my opinion. Like I said, if you're trans and you're watching this, I'm not trying to be offensive. This is just my opinion. So please don't flag this video, get it taken down or anything. These are just my opinions. And this is all alleged, like she said.
Predatory because Yaniv believes that they can actually get their period. Stating things over Messenger to girls saying, I think I'm starting my period soon. Now, of course, Yaniv is not starting their period soon. Here's my frustration with this. I'm going to get called transphobic for even thinking of calling this person a he, but I do not believe this is a trans woman. I believe this is a predator posing as a trans woman. Now, make no mistake.
Okay, like I just had said, some people are trans for attention, and others, I feel like, just like with Jessica Yaniv, are trans just to get close to underage girls and hurt them. And these messages, which I didn't touch on, I'm so sorry I didn't touch on these messages, but these messages are just disgusting. What the hell you look like inboxing underage girls saying some stuff like, oh, if a 10 or 12-year-old girl is having her period, should I give her a tampon? I was expecting to go in the women's bathroom and see boobs and all this and that. Like, bruh, these are children. These are minors that are young enough to be your children. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, get a life. Get a real woman. Get a grown-ass woman. Don't be mess with no child. Like, the fuck? Like, she's not messed with a child or anything like that. I'm just saying she's not messed with a child or anything like that. But I'm just saying, like, this stuff is just crazy. Like, you're just making yourself look like a creep. Like, no. Like, going into a bathroom, taking pictures with underage girls and sending them messages like that. Like, no, you don't do that. It's different if they were of age like 18 and older, but dude, these are babies. Like, get a life.
None of these messages are how women talk to each other or trans women talk to women or anyone. Yaniv clearly has an obsession with, feminine products and women and girls, and it's incredibly disturbing, and this needs to be called out. Not to mention how many times you can see Yaniv tweeting underage girls the text and the phrase, how old are you? LOL, how old are you? How old are you? How old are you? When you're an adult and you are online speaking to other people, you don't ask constantly how old someone is because you know you're speaking to an adult and age is irrelevant. This is indicative, though, of someone who is consistently speaking to minors. Here's an interesting one where Yaniv is quote tweeting this tweet.
Like, I agree with what she's saying. I do. If a person is of age, then, like, if they look older than what they are, then, like, age is irrelevant. But like I said, like, if you're talking to minors and you're constantly asking how old are you, how old are you, how old are you, like, it's obvious that you're trying to, get with them or something like that. But I understand, like, if you're a guy or a girl or something, because a guy or a girl or something like that, and and you're not really sure about the person's age, because, again, there are some girls and guys that look older than what they are, and you want to ask their age just to be on the safe side because you're not trying to go to jail. That's one thing. But if you're constantly asking underage girls, how old are you, how old are you, how old are you, how old are you, like, that makes you look like a creep. Like, you don't do that.
Judge rules girls have no right to visual bodily privacy from boys. And Yaniv quote tweets it and says, yes, 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 hashtag LGBT rights. You're excited about girls having no right to bodily privacy. saying that that is LGBT rights. That's not LGBT rights. That's you being a creep. Okay, so my apologies, but I actually forgot to mention while filming.
Girls have no right to bodily privacy. WTF. Like, everybody has the right to privacy. When you're in the privacy of your own home, or better yet, let's just say you in the changing room in the mall and stuff, you have the right to have a private place where you can change your clothes. Like, you don't want nobody to see you naked. Like, who supports things like this? Hell, I wouldn't even support nothing like this.
That Yaniv is currently trying to set up a topless, specifically topless, swimming event for children, and has put out this note, this permission slip to be signed by parents, in which it says that parents and caretakers will be specifically prohibited from attending the event. So this is a blatant reach for access to these kids, right, without any adult supervision beyond Yaniv. This is Yaniv trying to get to these kids without parental intervention. This is so blatant. This is so disturbing. And if you or anyone you know, live in this district and have gotten this invitation or this permission slip or whatever, I highly suggest you turn it into somebody's authorities. You turn it in and just let it be known that this is happening, because this type of thing is so disturbing. And it's actually insane. I also question, I always wonder with people like this, like, where are their families? Does Jessica Yaniv have a family? And if so, can they step up and do the right thing to either get Yaniv help or keep them away from society and or children? I always wonder about that. And I really don't know. But either way, that was just that. I wanted to make sure I included it, so let's continue with the video. This is such a bad look for the trans community, and it actually makes...
Okay. So what she had just said, basically what she had showed was Jessica Yaniv sent out this form to be signed by parents indicating the topless kids swimming party and saying that parents are not allowed to attend. Like, I just want to say, if any parents go to this thing, they need to be arrested, because you're basically putting your child's life in danger. You don't even know this person. This person claims to be quote-unquote trans. And the fact they want to host a topless kids swimming party and not let parents attend, that should be a red flag right there. That should be a red flag right there. Like, that completely reads pedophile, 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 100%. Making it seem like she just want to get kids there just to mess with them. So if any parents let their kids go to this, they need to be punished. They need to go to jail. Really.
Music that I'm seeing, all these people who have these preconceived negative connotations of trans people, right? And their beliefs are getting reinforced because this person is out there. And, it shouldn't be, one person shouldn't taint an entire community, but when an entire community refuses to condemn someone or something or speak about it at all, how can you blame them? And I have received a plethora of responses saying, you're just being mean because she doesn't pass. You're just being transphobic. You're just being that. That is sick and twisted to me if you think that me calling this person out is because they don't pass or because I'm just trying to be mean. This is calling out an actual, real-life, legitimate predator. This person is trying to host topless parties for minors. And then let's get into the fact that they're actually getting women's spas shut down. And, he's causing this huge stink, ruining their businesses because they don't want to wax his privates. That is so insane to me. And here's why I do not believe this is a trans woman. Trans women, especially pre-op trans women, are usually actually so uncomfortable with that part of themselves down there that they're not going to go forcing themselves into women's spas where they will show it and have it touched. And that is not what trans women are about. It's
Exactly.
actually the opposite.
Exactly.
We're actually getting into this conversation of should women, these waxers, be forced to touch that, right?
They shouldn't.
By the state.
You have the right to refuse service if you do not feel uncomfortable.
Filed over a dozen complaints to different spas and different women who were uncomfortable and felt untrained to actually provide that service. And then there's so much more that is weird about this person, the fact that they have 140,000 followers and getting...
And I just want to point out this too before I continue. Like what she had just said about the spa thing. Like what she had just said about the spa thing and stuff like that. Like, it's different if you were a man. Like if you just came in there a full-on man, you want to like get your nuts and balls wet, your nuts and your dick whack. If you want to get your nuts and your dick um wax and stuff like that. It's different if you're a man, a straight up man coming in there. But the fact that you're a trans woman and you got a dick and you want to have that wax, like, no. Like, I can see why they had refused that, dude. Like, I can see why they had refused that. And plus, like she had just said, like they're trans women, transgender people, male man transition to a woman or a woman transition to a man, they are uncomfortable. Like Blaire said, they are uncomfortable with that part of them, and they refuse. They damn sure refuse to have a touch. Like there are just so many red flags here. This person, like she said, is a predator. I really don't even think this is a legit trans woman. It's just a man in a wig. Like.
No engagement on their tweets, which clearly means that they bought all these followers. This is such a weird person. And then my next point is to trans activists. Why are you silent when this type of thing comes up? This should be part of your job. It should be part of your job as an activist who wants to apparently put trans people in a better light and better social standing. It is important for us to distance ourselves from this. I'm not here to police what, other trans public figures do with their social media and with their platform, but they seem to complain about a lot of stuff, right? And I know they've seen this. So maybe to those people, I would ask, when you're writing, your 17th tweet about how bad I am, maybe use one tweet to be like, that's not us, this is horrible. Is that so hard to, expect? To the general population, and this might be a futile expectation, please do not paint all trans people with this Jessica Yaniv brush. Please do not think that this is how we are. It is actually the opposite. Because unfortunately what's happening, whether it's right or wrong, whether the people making these assumptions are right or wrong, it is coming down on all of us. And it's exhausting. And I know people are going to say, it's their fault if they're going to use, this predator to paint their opinion of all trans people. That is their fault and that is done, but that is how the world works. So I would hope that just as many times as you see a tweet about this person painting all of us with that brush, there's 20, 30 trans people responding, being like, please don't think this is us. I wish that was what was happening, but it's not. And instead what's happening is I'm getting messages on my Instagram that I'm just being mean because she doesn't pass. That's funny. Alright guys, leave a comment, like the video, subscribe. I want to hear everyone's thoughts. I'm going to be in the comments reading everything. Let's talk. Bye guys.
Okay, and that is the end of the video. And I just want to say this, it's just like what she had said, like it's stuff like this that just makes people look at trans people and gay people thinking that they're all the same, which we're not. Like, I'm gay and I'm a straight up male and stuff. I'm not trans or anything like that. I'm a straight up male and I'm gay. It's just like this is shit like that makes people look at trans people and gay people and thinking that we're all the same. Like, with a trans person doing all this stuff, like a quote-unquote trans person doing all this stuff, makes it seem like all trans people are creepy and predators and all that stuff, which really, that's not us, because like Blaire said, one person shouldn't taint a whole entire community. That's just like with the gay community. Like, people are quick to think like all gay guys come on as straight men, which that's not the case. Like with me, if a guy is straight, if he tell me he's straight, I'm just gonna leave him alone. Like, I'm not just finna just keep forcing myself on him like that. Like, no means no. You can't turn a straight man gay just like you can't turn a gay man straight. Like, there's no way. Just like with the trans community, don't let one person taint a whole entire community. And also, like I had said in the beginning of this video, she did do a live debate with Jessica Yaniv, in which I'm not going to play due to time purposes because I have a life. And I just want to touch on a couple of specific things. Well, mainly one. And one is, if you watch the debate, if you haven't, I'm going to link it down below. Basically, what she was talking, basically Jessica and Blaire were going back and forth and stuff like that. And there was one topic that Jessica had touched on about her transition, and which Jessica's Canadian, by the way, so she lives in Canada, or he lives in Canada, whatever. But she lives in Canada, and basically she had said, or he had said, that there's his document, like this document that you can sign, basically, I want to say that basically confirms that you transition from male to female, like basically confirms that you're transgender and you're done with it. Like, congratulations, you're transgender or whatever. And what Blaire has said is true in response to that. She had said that that opens the doors for that opens doors for predators, and I agree. Like, how in the hell can you just sign a form and claim that you transgender? Like, it don't work like that, bro. Like, there's a lot of stuff you have to go through, like lots of legal stuff, lots of surgeries, lots of this, a lot of that in order to become trans. Like, you just can't sign no damn document and be like, oh, whoop-de-doo, I'm trans. Like, no. Like, I don't know how Canada is. I don't live there. But I'm just saying, if Canada is like that, if their trans law is like that, they need to get that fixed quick, fast, in a hurry, because that can open up doors for predators. Like, literally. Like, I'm just saying. So, yeah, that's just about it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to link all my social media accounts in the description box down below, so feel free to add and follow me on those. Also, don't forget to turn that notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload a video. And before I close this out, I just want to say, I am not in no way bashing this person. I'm not in no way trying to start no drama or nothing like that. This all is 100% alleged, and I'm just giving my honest opinion. So, I just don't want people tearing me to shreds in the comments or whatever. So, peace.